And we're back. Welcome to another installment of Crossroads Comedy Project. My name is Josh Sardam. I'm one of your hosts, and I'm joined with...
Is Shalash.
And today we have a special guest in our little mini studio, our mobile studio nowadays, that we set it up. And we'd like to welcome Dee Dee Rainbow.
Hey, Dee Dee Rainbow in the house.
And we were so excited to get this young lady on here. She is absolutely crazy, funny, and we've actually have a show with her tonight. So if you're in the area, come down to Willie's Locally Known. Got headliner Andy Frampton, followed by Dee Dee Rainbow and Phil Pointer. It should be an amazing show down here. But, yeah, a lot of exciting things have happened over the last week-ish. Anything happened for you recently, like last night?
Oh, really? Well, we had our Lexington Got Talent show, comedy off Broadway last night.
We did.
Nice.
It was a big success.
It really was.
We had a lot of people there. It was a great show.
Yeah.
We had Larry Starks headlining.
Yep.
I saw that.
Excellent.
You had Taryn Overtime Young.
Yes.
Yep.
And Sean Reynolds, myself,
Yes.
and Josh.
Yep.
I love Sean.
Absolutely.
You guys are awesome.
It was a great show.
It was fantastic.
So you guys didn't want any chicks on the show? Was it like...
No, the theme behind this particular...
what happened there? Like, I see no skirts.
I like how you put them on the spot.
I'm like, let me wear my pants tonight in
No,
case
I mean,
you guys
it's-
change your mind about skirts.
No, it's fair. Ish wears skirts in private. What happened was he was making like invites to people that either won a competition at COB or got into the finals. So that was like kind of the theme of that particular show.
COB?
COB, Comedy Off Broadway.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, so you guys had a show at Cobb's?
Cobb's.
Yeah.
I like a Cobb salad,
Yeah.
please.
Awesome. Great.
Yeah, it was a fantastic show. I went up in a couple minutes, and the crowd was great. I mean, I love that venue. I love that stage.
It looked like
it
you
was a
guys
great
had
crowd.
fun from
It was a
your
great
pictures.
crowd. It was full. They were very, there was a lot of energy in the room.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun, and we can't wait to do the next one in spring.
Yep,
Right?
that's the
that'll
plan.
be the next one.
Do it at probably, I'm thinking end of April, 1st of May.
That'd be fantastic.
Sounds lovely.
Yeah, so you just got back from Atlanta, right?
Yes, I did.
So what was all that about?
Well, what had happened was, speaking of Larry Starks, Larry happened to bring a couple of comics by when I was emceeing at the Sound Bar.
I remember that.
And one of the guys recognized my voice when he walked into the club, and he knew me from a show I did in L.A. at the J-Spot. So I found out they were from Atlanta, and I just gave them a call and was like, hey, can I get some stage time? They was like, girl, we got all kind of rooms. Come on down. So I just went and kicked it for the weekend, and they took me to places. I was like, hey, where are we going? Why are we going back through this hallway, through this? Why I got to close my eyes and turn around and click my heels twice before I can get in, up off in here? You know.
Why are you yodeling?
Right, what's that code word? Why did everybody leave the room when we came in? What's going on? Why can't we order in the green room? You know, what do you mean we gonna go sneak me through? You know,
What do you mean I have the right to remain silent? What the hell happened?
so I had a great time just hanging out with these Atlanta comics. One of the rooms didn't even start till like 1 a.m.
Wow.
So,
Wow,
which
there's
reminded
actually
me
people
of
there?
Yeah, drunks.
Fantastic.
So,
the best kind.
yeah,
That's
you
the
got to
best
be
kind.
prepared. I used to start my improv show at midnight.
Did you?
But I never thought anybody would have a 1 a.m. show. But Atlanta, yeah.
Yeah, I hear there's a lot of great, like every day of the week, there's 2 and 3 shows every day of the week.
You know
I hear.
what? I miss the big cities. I love being in Lexington, Kentucky, because it's where I was hatched.
Yeah.
You know,
Hatched.
this is home. You know, over the river and through the woods, you get to my grandmother's house, and then you go to my Uncle Brother's, who was right next
Uncle
door.
Brother's.
Yeah, you know, you double kin if you from Kentucky.
Double kin.
Yeah.
You can on mama's side and on daddy's side. That's your Uncle Brother. For real? I never knew Uncle Brother's name. I didn't know my Uncle Brother's name until I was in my 30s. I was like, who is Albert? That's Uncle Brother. Sure enough.
Hey, it could be worse. You could be Arab. I have like hundreds of cousins here. I don't even know half of them.
Right.
And they're uncle cousins.
Yeah, they're just. I'll be seeing them in the grocery store, and they look. I'm like, I know I'm related to
Yeah,
that.
but you put the uncle, in front of it to show respect, you
Right,
know?
right.
What's up, Uncle Neighbor? Hey, what's going on?
So, checking with Facebook, William Johns wants you to comment on the country store and what it means to you.
To comment on the country store.
Yeah, the Comedy Store.
I'm sorry.
I'm like the country store. That's all stores in Kentucky. Look, speaking of country
I'm half
stores,
blind now. Yeah. That's the problem.
I walked into a country store. The woman didn't even welcome me. She just said "Melpia." I'm like, "What is Melpia?" My sister's like, "That's Kentucky for may I help you?"
Yeah, right.
Melpia. I'm like, "Melpia." Oh yeah, yeah.
You're like, sure.
Clean up on aisle 3, please.
So the Comedy Store. What is that?
I love the Comedy Store. I got started at the Comedy Store. Mitzi, which is Pauly Shore's mother, when she saw me the first time, she said, "You know what I'm going to do for you? I'm going to make you a non-paid regular." I was like, yes.
A non-paid
I
regular.
get non-paid regularly.
You're like, I'll fit right in with that.
I'm here. So at 16, I was a non-paid regular at the Comedy Store in the original room. And I took that as an honor because, hey, that's where...
The Comedy Store.
Yeah, Richard Pryor, all the greats.
Sam Kinison and Robin Williams, you name it.
The list goes on and on. And I
name
actually
it.
got started with... Kathy Lewis, who had to show up in the belly room, and I became her in-house MC, and we just had a lot of people come through Kathy Lewis and Vargas Mason.
Nice.
Did shows with Nichelle Murdoch on Crack 'em Up Thursday. She's just celebrating 14 years at the Comedy Store. So I got a lot of great memories and good things to say about the Comedy Store. Yeah. I always do the Comedy Store whenever I go to LA.
So when did you actually start doing comedy? Like, what year was it?
That was the year of survival when I ran away from Kentucky. Let's see.
Was it like the year of the dragon? What was that?
Look, I'll be like my daddy. What year was that? My father only remembers what year it was according to what kind of car he had. He'd be like, "What year was that?" I think I had that Datsun. Yeah, that was back in '83. That was '83 when I started at the Comedy Store. So yeah, I actually graduated on an airplane.
Fantastic.
Coming back from LA, I was a runaway. They saw my picture on the side of the milk carton, sent me back home to finish school, and I did, and I was guaranteed a spot to come back to the Comedy Store, and I went back, and everything that I learned there I brought home to Lexington, Kentucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I love it here.
Nothing like the Comedy Store, though.
I love
That's
the Comedy
amazing.
Store. They got
That is
3
amazing.
great rooms. You can do upstairs in the belly room. You got the original room or you got the main room. And I've emceed and done shows on all 3 stages with everybody ranging from different comics to Red Grant, Chris Tucker, Dave Chappelle bumped me, and I got kicked off the stage by Dave Chappelle, and he brings up a 3-piece band. I'm like, who the hell brings a 3-piece band to the Comedy Store? Dave Chappelle. So if I'm gonna get bumped by anybody, it's gonna be Dave Chappelle. I think I just did something to our sound. Okay.
No, you're fine.
Yeah. So that was pretty awesome.
Hell yeah. Now, how long did you stay out in L.A.?
I stayed in L.A. for a quarter of a century.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, that's for the people out there that can't add, just...
Well, Ish is one of them.
So
do the math
he's
for him.
sitting there going, so how long were you there?
Yeah, you just said quarter century. You didn't actually say when you were there.
Right, because Ish thinks if it's 25 till, it's a quarter till,
That's
7
right.
o'clock.
That's right.
It's Ish, if it's 15 minutes till, it's a quarter till, not
That
25.
makes no sense to me.
See, he doesn't.
I was already 15 minutes late today.
You were.
I got here and everything was set up.
And she keeps getting my attention by saying quarter. I'm like, where?
Quarter,
I don't
right.
Quarter.
Right. In LA, I even went to school on the quarter system. And now that I come back to University of Kentucky, I'm back on semester. I'm like, this is taking too long. I need my degree right now.
Yeah.
So what actually brought you back home here?
This is home. I moved back, brought my dad home, and I wanted...
Gotcha.
My father is an 85-year-old disabled Korean War veteran
God
with
bless him.
dementia.
Wow.
So I have the honor of taking care of my dad, and I just wanted to share that with everybody. You
Absolutely.
can't miss out on this.
No.
Do you know what Daddy said today?
What did he say?
What did he say?
Baby girl, what is my sister Lula Mae's name? I said, which sister? Lula Mae. Well, what do you want to know? I want to know what Lula Mae's name is. Who's Lula Mae? My sister, damn it. You don't live in nothing that Daddy say. Supposed to be answering the question. I'm like, good grief, Daddy. Now, what time is dinner? You have a sandwich in your hand. Which hand?
He's got dementia and he's still hilarious. That's
Yeah, he is
amazing.
still. My dad is so hilarious. My father's dementia taught me how to love unconditionally.
Yeah.
I believe that.
So I don't see colors anymore. I just see funny individuals. Even if you're mean, you're still funny to me.
Well, you're definitely on the right show then.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Right. Because he's really mean.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, we got all colors here.
We do. All colors are
We got
represented.
the rainbow sitting here. Look at us.
We have the Rainbow Coalition sitting
Look at
in
us.
the studio today.
We got it going on. In the words of Josephine Baker, we got the Rainbow Tribe. We're looking around all these tribal people here at Willie's, locally known.
Yeah.
We're setting up here, and this couple out here in front of us, they said, don't make fun of me. Don't make fun of me. And the other girl goes, yeah, as long as I have my burnt ends, you can say whatever the hell you want to say.
Burnt ends?
Burnt ends. That's what she's eating. Burnt ends.
Oh. See, I thought that was a black girl term for like on the weaves.
But that's what I
after you get
was
your
thinking.
hair braided, you burn your ends. So I was like, who up in here got burnt ends?
Dee Dee, that's more Kentucky talk. We don't know nothing
Who
about.
up in here? You see, that's me bringing LA to Kentucky. Who up off in here with some burnt ends?
God, I love this woman. She's too funny.
I love it. This is what I do. I'm here all day long. It don't matter what you need.
Absolutely. This show tonight's going to be crazy.
I know, right?
Any show I got Dee Dee on.
It's going to be off the chain.
Amazingly funny. And I learned more. I had no idea that you spent all that time out in LA. I had no idea about that Comedy Store thing.
Oh, my.
That is just, you're like comedy royalty around here then.
No,
seriously.
I don't know about that. I got a lot of
comedy
people.
royalty.
I got a lot of people wanting to crown me, but I don't know if that's.
Well, I'm going to have to put her on a show now at Cobb.
That Cobb.
At Cobb.
Yeah, put me on that Cobbs.
I'm going to put you on the next show. There you go.
I wish the people listening to this could see her face when she makes these voices.
Oh, nobody can see us because I keep
no,
looking
you
at
can.
the camera.
Facebook Live.
The
you can.
Facebook Live you kind of can. But
Yeah, I got to do a front shot. I don't want y'all getting this side view. Y'all get that gut. I look like Josh from the side.
Oh, shit.
We look like twins. Be like, is that the Double Mint twins? Nah, that's Josh and Dee Dee. That's how we do it.
I can't even debate that. I have a fat stomach. I can't debate it.
That's all right. Pillsbury boy and Michelin woman.
Good. Try.
She just
try.
pulled. She just pulled the pills for her and said it's not just me.
I told you to.
But Michelin,
Michelin man.
he could choose.
We did that-
Casper, friendly ghost.
I did that to him last week.
Yeah.
It works on you too, though.
But you have to do it with an accent, though.
Yeah.
Arab accent.
How would you do it with the Arab
I don't know.
accent?
It'd be like.
That's it. Almost very
With a blacker accent, it'd be like, ha
Yeah, right.
ha. With a country accent, it'd be like, hee haw.
Hee-haw. Man,
This is what we do, y'all. Can you believe? I got a degree in this. Did y'all know that? I got a degree.
Absolutely.
You got a degree in being funny.
Yeah, it's
awesome.
called an MFA. Most people think that it's a master's in fine arts, but it's really Mitchell Falk's advocate. Because I be fighting for my daddy. My dad's a veteran.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Josh is a veteran. What branch were you in?
I was in the Army.
You were in the Army. My dad was in the Army. My mom was in the Air Force. She used to jump out of planes. Either that or somebody pushed her out. But either way, she did her time
Absolutely.
in Korea. So, yeah. Getting
And
ready.
I know you do have that show coming up, the Lyric Theater.
Yeah.
November 3rd.
You want to plug that?
Well, I would like to plug that in honor of all the veterans. My company, Rainbow Attractions, LLC, we do a fundraiser for the veterans. And with the monies that we raise from that veteran show, we rent a minivan and we pick up disabled senior citizens and veterans and we take them to the voting polls and bring them home. So we do that absolutely free.
That's awesome.
So, check us out at ddirainbow.com. And we'll be at the Lyric on Friday, November the 3rd from 8 p.m. till 10 p.m. And it's pay what you can.
That's awesome.
That's how I do.
And who else is going to be on the show?
Who is on the show?
I know you have
Taryn, Overtime
Overtime.
Young, Goo McIntyre, and the headliner is Miss Leslie Battle.
Ooh, that's a power line.
It is a power
there.
lineup.
My
Yeah,
God.
and we're just going to go straight through, just give the folks a show and,
Now, is there any reason why you didn't have any white folk on that show? Or
Yeah, there is. Yeah. No, no. To tell you the truth, it was very last minute.
I tell you what, I don't know another lineup that's going to be better than that.
It's
That's
very
incredible.
last minute, and I hate to say that, but it is the truth because I've been so overwhelmed with Aunt Jemima.
Yeah.
I'm portraying the true story of Nancy
Right.
Green, who was born into slavery in 1834 in Mount Sterling, Kentucky. So with the research on that and kicking that off and taking care of Dad and trying to get on the road and do stand-up, and I go, I have a show. I just remembered that I didn't have a DJ for the show for Friday. So I just called 3 DJs this morning going, hey.
No.
So there was no reason, there was no planning. I feel really bad about it, but somehow things just seem to work out. And then I didn't want to invite people at the last minute and go, why you didn't put me on the flyer? And I'm like, because I went to Fiverr and it's $5 and it's already made.
Yeah.
You want to get everybody in and you want to include everybody. And that's what I do as the baby of 5. We're inclusive. I learned my lesson when I made one hot dog. And my daddy came home, he said, something smell real good. What'd you cook? I said, I made a hot dog, Daddy. He said, you made a hot dog. Let Dad ask you something. How many hot dogs in the package?
8.
And how many people in the house?
7.
But you made how many hot dogs?
1.
And Daddy gonna eat that because I bought it, I paid for it, and I work. So I always want to be inclusive because my father said if you don't cook enough for everybody, you haven't done anything.
Sure.
So I want to do more. I just got to get out there more. And I will. We'll have more fabulous shows.
Jesus. I'd have you on any of my shows anytime.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
I love having you around.
I know I talked to Goo about this not long ago about doing a show at the Lyric Theater.
Yeah.
Trying to get it as more of a comedy venue.
Yes.
It has the space. I think there's a lot of potential there. So
there's absolutely a lot. It's a lot of work. I run my company by myself, and I get a lot of help from students because I do want to see the students eat. So when I have to call a professional, I'm going to call a student first and go, hey, you want to make some money at this gig,
Yeah.
But if I have a student that's saying, hey, I have class or I got to go deliver pizzas, then I got to go, hey, look, I know you're a grown man, but I got a student budget,
Right.
So I'm very protective of comics because I know a lot of us do this for a living. I don't want to insult anyone.
Yeah.
So, but if somebody comes to me and go, hey, if you got a Q-tip and a fish sandwich, put me down. I'm like, cool.
Right.
But I'm still building those connections and really trying to work with the comics and make certain that we're all on the same page because I might want to give to the veterans, and for fathers, somebody else might be like, I didn't even know my daddy. I don't do no Father's Day show. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
So
there's a question checking back in with Facebook. William Johns wants to know, did you ever work with Eddie Murphy?
I never worked with Eddie Murphy.
Okay.
However, I did some shows, not directly with Charlie, just got bumped a couple of times. So I can say, I worked with him. He went on right before me, like 20 comics ahead of me, but I was there,
Yeah.
So,
I
never.
Who was your favorite guy to work with, or girl?
As far as stand-up?
Stand-ups.
My favorite. I would have to say we came a long way, and at first I didn't think he liked me, but I would say J. Anthony Brown. And when he had his club, he really touched me because I went back to get the masters, and I fell off for a while because I was in school, and J. Anthony brought me back, and man, I had holes on the inner thighs of my pants, and I had to wear a long shirt to cover up the holes. And and I had no material. I had been gone working on my undergrad, so I just showed the holes in my pants, and J. Anthony said, anytime Dee Dee Rainbow gets on my stage, pay her. And I was like, what? Got my mojo back, Then I started building stuff back up. I didn't have money to do my hair. I had to buy wigs, and some of them was cocked, You ever had a cock-sided wig, Josh? If not, you should try it.
I don't even have hair.
Man, so as an artist, but I would say I started with Chris Tucker back when we were doing the Regency West with Michael. Michael was awesome. Michael had gotten cancer, and he had to close down the Regency West. But I remember when me and Chris Tucker were doing shows for drink tickets. And, man, a lot of great people. Ronaldo Ray, Marsha Warfield, done shows with her, phenomenal. And I've also worked with great musicians.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Who was your favorite musician that you worked with?
Martha Reeves and the Vandellas.
Okay.
I'm old school. Yeah.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, I did some shows with Ben Vereen. I went on tour with Bone Thugs and Harmony, so I had a great time with them on the first of the month tour.
Yeah.
We did all the islands in Hawaii. So.
We just lost Ben Vereen not too long ago, right? Didn't he pass away?
It's another black guy.
No.
Fats Domino.
No, we lost him too.
Yeah. Oh, did Ben?
We also lost Robert Guillaume as well.
Okay, yeah, that's Benson.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you remember Benson? Was it before your time?
Yeah.
He's a young buck.
Whatever.
He's a young buck.
That's the Wildcat scratch.
Do you see how she's like talking about all these great names and comedy and music? Don't you just feel a little insignificant right now?
No,
No,
I don't.
no.
Actually, I feel honored.
Can
I
I
feel
say
honored that I
this?
have her on the show.
True.
I brought it all home. This is real stuff. So when I talk to my students, I have teen moms that I teach theater to at the Family Care Center. You know, I got students at UK, and they brought me back, you know, for alumni. I work with the Black Achievers out at the Charles Young Center. A lot of great people. So I never want anybody to think, oh, I'm naming all these names, because trust me, if you ask them who's Dee Dee Rainbow, they'd be like, who? Be like, remember that black girl? And you know, oh, the one with the blonde wig.
The crooked blonde wig.
Right, but I'd have moved on up, you know. Because if I really wanted to drop some names, I could be like, well, you know, I discovered Gary Owen 20 years ago.
Oh,
I was the one that told him he should work black crowds. I found London.
And he's fantastic. I just saw him recently.
I love Gary.
Yeah.
London Brown is another fabulous comic. I saw him at another venue in LA right off of Pico. Inns owns it. The Comedy Union. And man, he started doing all these great impersonations, and now he's doing Ballers on HBO with The Rock.
The Rock.
So yeah, so I have a good eye for talent, and I know good people, and that's why I'm sitting at the table with you guys. So thank you for having me.
That's a huge compliment.
It's all inclusive. You gave us a huge compliment just saying what somebody else had said, that they really enjoyed the comedy of me and you and Leslie. I thought that was pretty cool.
That was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That he said
so
that.
we have to embrace each other. That's really what
I don't want you to
Mike.
keep running
Yeah,
into
I'm
it.
sorry. That's what.
I mean, all I know is last Thursday I left Twisted Court just, laughing to myself about Scareho.
Speaking of that, are you going to do some Scareho
Man,
tonight?
Leslie and I were talking about
Lord.
that today because she tagged it. And I was like, girl, I forgot all about that. I'm going to say that tonight.
She was on a roll.
I didn't even know
Oh
what
my
to do. I was
God.
scatterbrained. I had Daddy all day. I had to go get the dog. I had to leave for Atlanta the next day. So
that Scareho was so funny.
I'm so everybody don't know about the Scareho. See, we talking about Scarecrow.
Right.
When you go to the hood, you got a Scareho. She the one standing on the corner talking, hey, get away from now. All them people wonder. This ain't no. What Richard Pryor said, this ain't. Well, it was actually Mudbone. This ain't no residential district. This is a neighborhood. You don't wait around now.
So, another question from Facebook. What's your advice to young comics?
My advice to young comics is you have got to get out there and just work. Man, I don't say anything, but when these comics, come at me about getting paid, I don't say nothing. I just say, hey, there's no budget, or what I can do is, look, I got a Butterfinger or a Milky Way. Which one you want? Trick or treat, ho. You scare hoes. I ain't got. Because I pay dues. I work free shows.
Right.
And from working free shows, when people see your heart and they see, man, I walked out there with the Alzheimer's Association, and then Bankers Life Insurance pulled me in from that because they were at the event.
Yeah.
So it was like, hey, can you do our leadership retreat? But of course,
Yeah.
and then the next thing you know, I'm doing a show free for the VA or for my dad's senior living, and then you got somebody go, hey, I'm filming a movie, and you go, huh? Hey, and I so you got to get out there. It can't always be about money.
Right.
It can't.
It's my belief you have a lot of dues to pay before money's going to come your way.
Man, let me tell
And
you
I just
something.
rhymed that. I did. That was a rhyme.
Say it again, brother.
I said you got dues to pay before you can have money come your way.
Right here at Willie's Locally Known.
Does that rhyme?
It does.
Yeah, go on, break it down.
What's wrong with you?
It's kind of like that vanilla.
Pay and weigh.
Vanilla ice, like Milli Vanilli rhyme, but.
You mean I was lip singing? Somebody else did it? You said Milli Vanilli.
You put it together.
I don't
I'll blame
listen
it on
to
the
half
rain. It
things
don't.
Shaw says anyway. I kind of tune him out by now. We're in like episode number 12.
This is episode 12.
Right,
isn't
this
it?
is so awesome.
I don't even listen to what he
Speaking
says.
of 12, when we gonna get to this food list? Is that what we?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
We
We
gotta get to
gotta.
this food list.
They had me write down all my favorite foods, so I definitely.
We definitely need to start it. All right, so our homework for this week was
Right.
your top food.
Right.
Now, you can take that any way you want. I always leave that up to people's way they want to, dissect that. So we'll start with Ish like we normally do. What's your number 10?
So my number 10 was I put shrimp.
Shrimp. Okay.
Yes.
That's your number 10?
I like
Yeah.
shrimp.
I'm going to have to put that on my list. My number 10 is chewing gum.
Okay.
Man, when I pop that and I get to cracking it and then my neck get going, oh, it's on. I ain't even got to have no beats on my head. I ain't got to have nobody in the room. I just got to...
Is there any way we can
and then
call?
blowing up.
Can we call somebody and just get a reality TV show on this comment?
When I can pop my bubble, when I can pop it like it's hot, ooh.
Oh, my God.
And sister got better attitude when she got chewing gum.
Dee Dee, we need to have you film 24/7.
I'll be like, hold up, Ish. What was that Ish you said? with that chewing gum. What? And don't let it be Hubba Bubba or Bubblicious. So you really can't get your neck, but you only got to do it in the first 3 minutes of that Hubba Bubba.
And you classify that as food?
Man, that's food.
That's food, okay.
If you ever need to go to class real quick, keep you some Hubba Bubba in your backpack.
There you go.
There it is.
All right. I hope you can beat that.
I can't. I can't. Because I can't do any attitude with this at all. My number 10 is nachos.
That's good.
I make amazing nachos. I make Irish nachos. I like all different kinds of nachos.
How you make nachos?
How do you make them?
You mean like from scratch?
Yeah.
Like you actually make the chips?
I make the chips. I make Irish nachos, where the chips are actually like potatoes or sweet potatoes.
So you make Irish nacho like out of green potatoes?
No, like out of just a regular potato.
Is that like a white thing or something?
It's a Mr. Potato Head thing.
Irish thing.
Oh, well, same shit.
Yeah, and then nachos are, of course, Texas Mexican type.
It's got corn and cheese, a couple of the basic food groups.
Yeah.
I like it.
I love how his whiteness just kind of coming out.
How you guys feeling about cheesy nachos? Yes? All right.
So what's your number 9? It better beat that.
I think it might. My number 9 is lobster.
Okay. All right.
What?
Love lobster.
Yes.
Love it.
Oh, my gosh. I can't wait to see your number 1. My number 9 is cotton candy.
All right.
Because you can make pasties.
Oh, dear God.
Like it's like getting in the bubble bath.
And those would be big pasties, by the way.
Yeah, you can put these cotton candies and just melt your way to freedom, honey. What? Get through that cotton candy and find a Hershey's Kiss underneath messing with me. Okay. Blame it on the rain. I wish these people here could hear this broadcast. Can they hear it, though?
This is one of those shows we needed to have it tied into the PA.
Man, that's all you got to do. That's what's up. What's yours, Josh? Number 9.
Chili.
All right.
I make my own chili.
What?
And it's
I know, right?
Pillsbury.
Yeah, Pillsbury over here
Doughboy.
me cooking nachos and chili.
I make an amazing curry chili.
He make his own nachos.
Do you make an Irish chili?
No, I don't.
And it's got green beans in it. You see how I did that?
No.
Green beans.
I have to have butter sandwiches, though.
This is what we do. This is what we do, y'all. Butter sandwiches.
Butter sandwich with chili. Oh, my God. I love it. What's your number 8?
My number 8 is falafel.
That's awful.
I just had some this weekend.
It's a Middle Eastern thing,
no,
man. Come on, I'm here.
I love falafel.
Yes.
Falafel is
I
good.
want you to put some hummus on my falafel.
Oh, dear God.
Wait a minute.
So we are learning that Dee Dee and food is very
I love
sex-related.
food. Let me tell you something.
So do I.
I used to teach ESL at Los Angeles Valley College, English as a second language, and a lot of my students were from Kiev, Russia, so we would bond over food. They say, you put a lot of sugar. I said, no, you use sugar, not sugar. So, we learned to bond over food.
Can we get a soundboard and just tape her?
I'm telling you.
Tape her impressions and we can just push a button just anytime.
Absolutely.
Oh, I was in love with Sammy Kabushian. I called him my little Kaboo kitty. Okay.
What's your number 8?
My number 8 is crab cakes.
Okay.
But it's got to be in a cake. You just can't have crabs. I don't mess with you if that's all you got on your menu is crabs. I had a brother from the Navy. Did that. I ain't doing crab.
And it's not easy to make a good crab cake.
Because you make those from scratch, too.
You make those from scratch. But
I'm going to scratch on over to Josh's house. That's why he all
Josh never cooked anything in his life. You never cooked for me.
You never wanted to come over to my house before. You said I don't go where Jews
We
live.
coming over. You mad you didn't go now, ain't you?
You mad? Said you Jew mad.
You don't know if I got a knife. You don't know if I got a gun. You don't know what I got.
You don't know nothing.
You do know that I have a backpack, so we're set.
Yeah, we know. 5,
With
4,
a bag of hummus.
3,
The bag of hummus.
2, 1.
I want to taste your baklava.
Oh,
There you go.
it's crumbly.
And don't come at me with that grape leaf either, okay?
Oh, shit. Grape leaf.
Don't come at me with your stuffed grape
My
leaf.
mom would actually grow her own grape leaves in the backyard.
We went Greek on
Kid
you.
you not. We'd grow them on the little vine, and then you would have pull the grape leaves and you'd put the rice inside and just roll them.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
I love people that are culturally different than I.
Yes.
Well, you were on the right show.
Yeah.
Because you got a Palestinian and a Jew. Our little theme song is going to go something like, "It's Pally and the Jew
and the moose lamb.
and a moose lamb."
It's gonna go bang chicka bang.
So I think, Josh, we're just going to replace you with her.
The show would be even better. That's the damn sure.
Number 7, numero 7.
No, I got number 8 on mine.
Oh, what you got?
Calamari.
I love calamari.
love
I love
calamari.
everything you all have at the bottom of your list. I didn't even think to. Okay.
I love
Calamari's
calamari.
good.
Yeah.
Little lemon on it.
No, I can't make that from scratch, but I love the.
You like the rings or the?
I love them both.
The little leggy
The
things. sticking
tentacles, love them.
up. The what you call them?
Tentacles.
Oh, is that anything like?
Testicles? No.
Oh, that's the New Testament, right? That's
scary,
the New
man.
Testament.
She thought, seriously, she thought you said testicles, and her fucking ears perked up. She's like,
I said, excuse me, you gonna fry them? You gonna fry them, or you gonna fillet them, or you gonna saute them, or you gonna barbecue them, or you gonna stew them, or you gonna grill them, or you gonna bake them, or you gonna fillet them?
She's the Bubba Gump of calamari all of a sudden.
Yeah, right?
I was talking about them testicles.
She said, I want some testicles with some crabs.
I want to order some ET. I want to order some extra testicles.
Excuse me, brothers only, just like the show last night.
Josh, can you make sure I'm never alone with this woman, please?
Yeah, y'all up here asking me about why it was only black people on my show. Why wasn't no women on y'all show? Sexist.
Yeah, that's right.
It's his show.
Now you
Sexist.
turn on me.
Well, you just wanted to replace
No
me.
girls allowed. Get out of our locker room. Get out of here. Buzz off.
You're on,
Hey,
you're
my
on
show
next
tonight. My show tonight. I have a girl on it, don't I?
Yeah, it does.
See.
Cool girl.
Yeah.
Girls rock.
Suck
See?
it up. You're such a fucking suck up.
She's comedy royalty. Get off my back.
She is comedy
What's
royalty.
What's number 7?
Number 7 I have is shawarma with hummus.
Shawarma.
Yes.
He couldn't even say it. Oh, shawarma.
It's called shawarma with hummus. But, you know, it's Arabic.
We like that hummus, don't we? Shawarma, sharika, Aisha. It don't matter. We like that hummus. You call it whatever you want. Just put some hummus on
So
it.
what did you really do when you were in L.A.?
Oh, I'll tell you all about it, but
Oh, Lord.
I promise you, I'm putting it in the book.
Oh, all right.
It'll be in the book.
You do need to write a book.
Man.
I'm dead serious. You
I'm
need to
gonna
write
have
a
to.
book.
I'm gonna have to write an encyclopedia. Mine's gonna have to come out like through all the years, every 10 years. I'm gonna do like an August Wilson and base one every 10 years.
There you
There you
go.
go.
Yeah.
All right. What's your number 7?
My number 7 is French fries.
French fries. Okay.
Nice.
I'm not a humongous like. I like when like sweet potato fries. I like that. Regular French fries, they just get old really fast unless somebody knows how to make them well. Willie's here makes really well.
Are you from here?
No, I'm from Connecticut.
I know if everybody, I need you on Facebook to type in if you all remember Ollie's Trolley's French fries. The bomb. It was right there on the corner of Transylvania University, and it was a little caboose off of a train.
Oh, okay.
And it was called Ollie's Trolleys, and they had the best French fries. Rally's trying to duplicate, but
Didn't work.
Ollie's Trolleys.
Didn't work.
I know fries.
Well, William Johns, he just said, God damn it, Ish, I'm hungry now.
Yeah, that was one of the reasons why we did this list.
Oh, yeah, I got something for you.
Right.
William, come on down to Willie's, buddy.
Yeah, they got rainbow trout on the menu.
Oh, snap.
Not snapper. Rainbow trout.
Right.
Yeah.
Get it right, brother.
Yeah.
Rainbow trout.
Yeah. Jews, we say tamale.
Tamale.
All right, so my number 7 is my mother's mac and cheese. My mother makes this homemade mac and cheese. It's just,
Because she makes it homemade.
oh
See,
my God, it's so good.
they don't have nothing store-bought. They ain't got no box foods.
They don't.
He think he better than us.
Fuck yeah, he does. Right?
we don't make anything, you know. It's all kosher.
Yeah. Is everything
Whatever,
kosher?
Josh.
All you need is a rabbi to bless it, and it's kosher.
He's got kosher mac and cheese. that his mom makes in Connecticut across the bridge.
I love how he goes from being Irish to fucking Jew, just like that.
Right.
I actually am Irish Italian, and I'm a Jew.
Oh, now you're just showing off.
You can't claim them all. You
Stop it.
He worse than black people. I am Presbyterian and Indian and Palestinian.
Yeah, and a quarter Cherokee.
Yeah. And I live in Rio, off of Rio Street.
What's your number 6?
So my number 6 is pastrami.
Okay, so we're getting back to the United States now with food. That's good. Yeah. I love pastrami. Yeah. Love it.
I love any kind of cheese, so I'm gonna put my cheese
pastrami's
on
not
your
cheese.
pastrami.
Oh, okay.
I'm about to
have
say.
a nice pastrami sandwich, cheesy, little hummus on the side.
I'm pretty sure the girl that I'm seeing is watching this, and I don't know how she feels about now.
She don't scare me. I'm black. I wish she would say something. That's all you gotta do is just say, I'm black. You know I'm black.
What's your 7?
You can't even say like African American. That don't scare nobody. I wish she would. You tell her I am African American. She's gonna be like, what? You tell her I'm black.
She's fronting.
I throw my pen down.
Put her hands up. Like, what up?
We got to nowadays. Hands up.
Honey, I'm really sorry, but I don't know. She might got you here.
Get him up. Black eyed peas up in here and get them up.
What's your number 6?
Cheese.
Just cheese.
Just cheese?
I like cheese.
I like imported cheese, Swiss cheese, provolone cheese, extra sharp. I love Cracker Barrel cheese.
Are you a wine drinker at all?
No, I'm not, but I do wine when I don't get my way.
Cheese and wine is like really good.
Yeah.
Good combination. Love that.
And with grapes. For some reason, I hang out with you Caucasians, and they're always feeding me cheese, wine, and grapes. So I figure
that's definitely a Caucasian.
I'll serve the same thing when they come to my house. Let them see how I feel. Give you some cheese and some wine.
I'd be happy with that. I would be happy with that. My number 6 is Chinese food.
Nice.
Mainly because it's cheap. I especially like the mystery meat on a stick.
I had a lady ask me how many chopsticks did I need. I said, just one.
Hold on, we're passing over this. You like meat on a stick?
Mystery meat on a stick.
Mystery meat on a stick.
Yeah, you never know what the hell it is. Could be cat, dog. I don't know.
And you still eat it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've eaten dog and cat before.
Get you some of that possum. That's country for possum. Let's get you some of that possum on that stick.
Possum?
That's my. Hey, you know my daddy did that. You know my daddy. Y'all come on in here and get you some of this possum. You'd be like, "What's that?" My daddy will feed you anything. We had my pet rabbit one day. I didn't even know till Cadbury was gone. Cadbury was gone, and you know that's real.
Yeah,
true story.
I've heard that before.
Facebook. The first time I ran away from home, I stole my sister's tuition money that she was using to go to the College of Dentistry at UK. I stole her money because I had to get to LA to be famous. So I stole her money, and I came back broke. I didn't have her money, her clothes, suitcase, everything gone. The only thing I came back home with was a money rabbit named Cadbury. My daddy stole Cadbury and had me looking for him next door at the neighbor's yard, talking about that dog probably done something to Cadbury. I said, Daddy, what did he do? He was like, well, good thing is don't nothing on the rabbit go to waste.
I said, Dad, what are you saying?
He said, well, you know people eat rabbit meat.
Uh-huh.
Then they skin the rabbit and they use the rabbit fur for clothing.
Uh-huh.
And then they take the eyes and the brains and things, they grind that up and puts that in dog food.
Uh-huh.
Well, wherever your rabbit is, he didn't go to waste. One thing I don't understand is, you know what else they do to a rabbit?
What, Daddy?
They chop his foot off and sell it for a lucky charm. But Daddy got that question to ask you. If the rabbit wasn't lucky, what makes you think you gonna be lucky with his foot? Huh? Daddy's Daddy trying to learn you. Then wherever Cadbury is, he didn't go to waste. Mama.
How were you not traumatized as a child?
Oh my God! Here I am.
Holy crap!
What's your number 5? We're never gonna make it through this list. What's your number 5?
Number 5 is I don't think it matters anymore. So my number 5 is corned beef.
Really? Yeah. So you have pastrami, then corned beef.
I actually love.
Ain't that the same thing?
No, they're different.
It's different.
Yeah, and he's a little bit Irish in him.
Corned beef.
Irish-ish.
Beef with corn in it.
Yeah, we can go with that.
Nice.
What's your number 5?
I don't know. I had to have my 5 as for the hot dog.
Okay.
It's
Ooh.
something about that number 5 and the hot dog
What?
that just...
Well, that goes with Josh's number 6 is mystery meat. Because,
Hot dog on a stick, that mystery meat. And then you put some dough around it and fry it
That's
up.
called a corn dog.
Red corn dog. Where you from?
Corn dog. Not one piece of corn on it, but
Yeah, right.
they'll get that corn dog.
All right, my number 5 is chicken pad thai.
What the hell?
That's the same as Chinese.
No, it's not.
He's trying to break it
Thai.
down.
It's Thai food.
Yeah, it is technically Thai food.
Yeah, it's Thai food.
Whatever.
I love chicken pad thai.
I love how he'll eat any kind of Chinese, but chicken pad thai got
Yeah.
a special name. Special.
I didn't say
freaking-
any Chinese. I just said it was cheap. And we
Okay.
have established before that I'm a Jew. I'm cheap, so it holds a special
Hey,
place in my heart.
that's culturally insensitive.
Well, it's fucking true in my case. So.
Yes.
He
Stop being
said
a
it.
Jew.
I didn't.
Yeah, there you go, Dee Dee. Tell him.
You guys got to make sure you get down here to Willie's, locally known, tonight.
Tonight.
8. What time we starting? 8:30.
8:30.
It's
8:30.
free to get in. They got great food, great drinks. You guys make sure you come on down tonight.
What's your number 4?
My number 4 is my older sister's lasagna.
Oh,
Wait a
okay.
minute.
All right.
Ooh.
Okay, all I heard was my older sisters. I've been in LA too long. Lasagna.
Yes.
Okay.
Your old why? Because your younger
She
sister
just-
makes crappy food.
Not as good as my older sister.
So she's been around a few years longer.
She's been around longer. Her lasagnas, she knows.
What she put in her lasagna?
I don't know.
Probably some
But
of that mystery meat on a
Probably
stick.
fucking rabbit. It still tastes good.
Still good, right? What's your number 4?
My number 4 is Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops.
Man, you get you a bowl, but I don't like them crunchy. So I pour
You gotta-
my milk
get it,
in and
yeah.
let them saturate. So I got mushy Fruit Loops.
How do you eat mushy cereal?
I love it.
No.
You have to be there to see the look on my face in the morning, Ish.
Okay, so we actually have a crossroads here. My number 4 is lasagna cups.
There got my peoples in the house. My peoples in the house. My peoples in the house. I'm sorry, Facebook.
It's all right. My wife makes these lasagna cups.
A lasagna cup.
Yeah.
But hold on,
So
Ish.
good.
Why his wife's lasagna cup got to outdo your older sister lasagna? That's all I'm saying.
No, I was saying we were the same because we both like lasagna in the same place.
But yours is in a cup. So you're trying to make your lasagna sound better.
No, hers is just easy to make.
Oh, so my sister's isn't easy to make?
Probably not.
Why do you hate my sister?
What's your number 3? I don't hate
That's
your
why
sister.
wasn't no women on the show.
I don't hate your sister. What's number 3?
So my number 3 is, so my mom makes her own cheese. It's an Arabic cheese.
No, she
I
don't.
swear to God, she does.
You're trying to be a
Dee Dee,
copycat.
I swear, I'm gonna. When next time she makes a batch, I'm gonna bring you some. You're gonna
You
love
should,
that shit.
because that's my favorite.
Because she likes cheese.
You eat it with olive oil, and she makes her fresh bread.
Oh my God.
It's so good.
That sounds really
What country are you from?
Palestine.
good. He's from America. He's
Right.
Born in America.
He's born here, but his family is.
Yeah,
Palestinian.
My mom's
Yeah.
Palestinian.
Okay, I'm gonna have to come over. Your girlfriend just gonna have to get used to seeing me. That's all.
that's
You see
fine.
this?
We can share.
Get used to me, because I'm gonna be over there eating older sister's lasagna. I'm gonna be getting some of my Mama's Palestine cheese with some of Josh mystery meat, all up in the pastrami with a side of hummus. I'm coming.
Well, she's Arab too, so she'll cook for you.
Guess
Don't
who's
worry.
coming to dinner?
What's your number 3, Dee Dee?
My number 3, I put on here fish for rainbow trout.
Okay.
But I think I'm gonna substitute that for Skittles.
Oh, okay.
And that way you can taste the rainbow.
Oh, yeah.
I just keep them coming. I just.
Can we just end the show now? We're good.
Let's please get through this top 10. I don't know if we're going to be able to, though. My number 3 are ribs. I absolutely love ribs.
Ribs?
Ribs.
I have a quick story about ribs.
Okay.
For all you ladies out there, you have to do your breast exam. And so I was feeling, and I thought I felt a lump, and I went to the doctors, and her nurse came in, and I was like, "Excuse me, I felt a lump," and she was like, "Oh my God, it is a lump. Let me go get the doctor." And the doctor came back, and I was like, "Do I have a lump?" And she said, "Yes, you do. It's called your ribs." I was like, "My ribs is under my titty? Really? Sure no.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's true.
Never knew. Now I like ribs.
I'm sure Josh has never felt his ribs ever. Too many layers.
They're right there.
Really?
Really?
You got to go in from the side. You got to go in.
Yeah, you ain't going to go in.
You can't
this
go
way.
in from the front on Josh.
Where's
You
your-
got to go in on the
From the
side.
side?
And what do you mean ever?
You
Did
can
we
go
have to
from
go
the
over
back.
this again?
We can go from the back where his blowhole is.
Where his blowhole is. Well, at least now I know where your nose is always stuck.
Oh, there you go. That was good. My number 2 I put is ribeye steak.
Okay. Yeah.
Ribeye steak. You guys are similar. Ribs, ribeye, steak.
Yes, ribeye steak. I mean,
very, very
Mine's
good.
pizza. You can feed anybody pizza and be happy.
Number 2?
True.
Yeah,
That's
number 2 is
true.
pizza.
My number 2 is crab. I absolutely love crab, especially king crab. Crab. Like
Okay.
king crab.
I just said crap.
No.
You have to enunciate.
Sorry.
Enunciate.
Enunciate.
Crab.
What's your number 1?
You just like crab? Not crabs.
That's my number 2, crab.
Crabs.
Have you ever had crabs?
No.
Crawfish? No, you've never. Oh.
No, he's referring to the
shit.
itchy kind.
Oh, no, she said, damn, you never had crabs?
You ain't never had crabs.
You don't see her? She's itching over there?
Itchy's crazy.
What's your number 1?
Bringing back memories.
My number 1 is actually tacos.
Really?
What?
That's my number 1. I love tacos.
Huh, okay.
Since I was been a kid, I love tacos.
You know what? My number 1, I don't care what time of day it is. I can eat them for breakfast. I can eat them for dessert. It's not even a food. It is a food. Anyway, I got to give it up for Spalding's. Anything at Spalding's is my number 1.
Spalding's is
I
awesome.
love Spalding's. Would somebody please tag Spalding's right now and tell them Dee Dee Rainbow said thank you for reopening. I was at their grand opening. I stood in line for 2 hours.
Yeah, they open at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and
they
they're closed by
close
like
at
9.
noon.
Usually, well, they close at noon, but by 9, everything's gone.
Oh, wow.
And there's literally a line out the door.
See, I got a membership card, so they.
Never been there.
My uncle used to own the store on 6th Street right across from Mal's Bar, and that's where Spalding's used to be.
Yes.
And then they moved to this new store, Winchester Road. So we would go early in the morning. I'd be waiting in line all the time
Look
for
at
Spalding.
you with some Spalding memories.
Spalding's the shit.
I've never been there.
Oh, what?
Oh, you missing out.
Josh. You know why? You never been there? Because you probably home make your own donuts.
No, I don't.
No?
My number 1 is lobster. It's my number 1
I
food.
love lobster.
Always been my favorite.
Okay, I'm going to have to buy some lobster tail. I only buy them when they're on sale.
Love them.
Oh, just
There's
check
nothing
in,
like buying some tail on sale. Hey, I made it rhyme.
Look at you two being Dr. Seuss over there.
Green eggs and ham, I am.
All right, guys, we're going to have to wrap this show up.
Yeah, this show could go on forever.
It really could.
You know what? This is so much fun, and that's what I'm telling comics. You got to get out there. You got to have fun. You
Yes.
have to network.
Absolutely.
And you actually have to really care about each other. I care, about the comics that I work with.
I'm sorry, check in with Facebook really quick.
Yeah.
Kevin Reed said, tacos over your sister's lasagna? Why do you hate your sister? Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate that.
He also said Fruit Loops are just gay Cheerios.
Oh, well. Dee Dee Rainbow in the house. The people kill me. I always want to talk about knowing something about being gay. This one woman was like, oh my God, Dee Dee Rainbow. So your name is Rainbow? So are you gay or are you bi? I said, are you interested? Get up out of my business. All up in my Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
Are you gay?
All right, guys.
Whatever.
We're going to have to close the show out.
Check me out, DeeDeeRainbow.com. 2
Absolutely.
D's, RAINBOW, DeeDeeRainbow.com. It's been a real pleasure being here with Josh and Ish and to everyone out there in Comedy World. Come on down to Willie's. We're here clowning all night.
See, that's beautiful having someone like Dee Dee on there. She could just take my job over easily and
Oh,
just
I'm
close the damn
sorry.
show out.
I know, right?
No,
I
that's
can't help it.
absolutely fine.
I'm inclusive.
You're
I'm just-
absolutely
I'm
please.
just going to get her picture and put it over your logo
Make sure-
right here.
Make sure you guys go out to iTunes and Podbean and check out the podcast. We have other podcasts out there. This is number 12. We'll be coming to you guys live from World of Beers tomorrow, right?
Yep, World of Beer.
World of Beers tomorrow, and
the Summit.
Yeah, and
Awesome.
we'll have another show for you. So for Dee Dee Rainbow and Ish Shalash, my name is Josh Sardam. Have a good night, guys.
See you guys.
Au revoir.